You clicked on this video because you need to learn how to structure your lash business. Hi, my name is Tatiana. I was a lash artist for over 5 years, and this is what I did to make my business profitable, easy to manage during tax season, and legal. So first thing, you decided to start your lash business. Congratulations, I am so proud of you. That's a huge step. Let's get everything you need in order. You're gonna need a lot of things, so take out a pen and paper so you can write everything down, or pull up a Google spreadsheet and just jot everything there, and that way you can just check it off once it's done. A software that I use now is called Notion, and Notion I just came in contact about a year ago. I wish I knew about it way sooner when I first started doing my lash business, because it would have saved me a ton of time. And in my Notion account, I have a designated area for everything. I'll give you a little glimpse of it in the next slide. So you decided what your lash business is going to be named. Great. Now go into your Secretary of State online portal of wherever you live and make sure that name is not taken. You did that already, it's not taken. Now you're going to form an LLC. Have in mind, I am not an expert, I am not licensed or a lawyer or an accountant, but this is what worked for me and what I did to make my business legal and profitable and just easy selling. I personally created a self-proprietor. However, if I could go back, I would create an LLC. And why? I've learned that a self-proprietor and an LLC is kind of the same, but it's not. A self-proprietor means that they tax you, versus an LLC means that they tax the business. But also an LLC has a lot more protection than a self-proprietorship. And especially in this eyelash business world, you want to protect yourself as much as you can, because you just never know who you may encounter. So I would either create an LLC or a self-proprietorship, but moving forward with all my other businesses, I've created LLCs just because they protect me more overall. That's my tip number one. And an LLC, you can create it by yourself, or you can use like LegalZoom or Rocket Lawyer. There's other websites out there that help you, but doing it yourself is so much cheaper and way easier. And plus, you learn how to do it once and you can do it all the time, and saves you a ton of money, of course, if you have the time. Once you created your LLC, and go ahead and get your EIN number, and this can be completely for free. You just go to the irs.gov website and apply for one, and you get it instantly, so you don't have to pay for it. Then from there, you can use both of this information, your EIN and your LLC information, to open a bank account. A bank account that I personally use is called Relay, and Relay is amazing because they don't charge any fees, no nothing. It's just an online banking system that you can do many subcategories, which is my favorite part. For example, you can put the main section, your main account is where all your income comes in, and then your second account is your money for your marketing, then your money for your supplies, and then your money for taxes, and then your money for yourself. And that way you can be a little bit more organized and have everything in one place. From there, I would highly recommend you to open a business credit card with your EIN and your business name. And with that business credit card, you can create it with any bank that you want. You're gonna have to use your social security, because assuming it's the first time you're opening up a business credit card, your business does not have any credit history, you're gonna have to use your social. So open up your business account credit card. I personally now use American Express and Chase, just depending on what you want. There's many other credit cards out there. It just really depends on what your goal is. If you want to travel and you like traveling, my biggest recommendation is to get a Chase Sapphire Reserve. They have a business one, and it's really good because you get a lot of like mileage points, so that's a good one. Before I forget, with your credit card and your checking account, the way I personally have it structured is my Relay account. In this account, this is where all my income comes into. All my clients, if they pay a deposit, whatever they pay me, a tip, anything I get from my services, I put in my Relay checking account. Anything I buy for my business, I use my American Express business credit card. My business credit card, anything business related, I buy on this credit card. Lash supplies, lash beds. Let's say a client's like, hey, can we go to lunch? That lunch with my client goes on my business credit card. If I have to drive from point A to point B to buy lash supplies and I had to put gas in there, I put that on my credit card. Everything on my credit card, lash business related, goes on my credit card. That way, at the end of the year, when my accountant is like, okay, how much should you spend in your business this year? All I have to do is pull out my credit card statement for the year, and all my expenses are going to be there categorized, and I just hand it over, and makes life so simple and easy. And of course, I use my checking account to pay for my business credit card. That's how I have it combined. Also, from my business account, my business checking account, this is the account that I use to pay myself. I have a personal checking account, and I get money from this one sent to this account. That way I have a designated area for my personal money and my personal expenses. I never combine the two because it's just important to be organized and have designated areas to where your money goes. So personally, my business checking account would send money to my personal account, which would be in a Bank of America account. I hate Bank of America. I'm actually switching out of them. There's this book that I've been reading called I Will Teach You How to Be Rich, and I'll post it right here, that made me realize that my Bank of America account is terrible. So I'm actually switching out of it as to why I don't like them anymore. And I haven't liked them for a long time, but I've just been lazy and stuck with it. But if you can, I highly recommend you to read this book right here because it is so inspiring, full of information that I think is just so valuable. Yeah, read that book. My checking account would send money to my Bank of America account, which is my personal account. So that way I knew what was for me to use and spend, and I could pay my personal bills. But everything else would go into my checking account that was business related. Okay, so you opened up your LLC, you got your EIN, you got your checking account where all your money is gonna come in, and then you also open up a credit card. 4 items that you've done so far. That's great, perfect. Before I forget, before opening up any of these items, get a virtual address. I cannot emphasize how important a virtual address is. You do not want to use your personal address for any of your business information because God forbid anybody looks you up and looks your business up and finds your home address. They can show up at your address at any moment because it is public information. So use a virtual address. There's tons out there. I personally use 2 services because I have 2 different businesses and each one has a different address. But one of them is iPostal and the second one is Planet Express. And I like Planet Express because it's free, but you can receive mail there versus iPostal you can. And iPostal is $9 a month, so it just really depends on what your budget is. But get a virtual address, please. Okay, so you got your virtual address, you open up your 4 accounts. Use your virtual address to open up all your accounts. That way it's all linked to one area and, you know, banks take you more seriously. So you opened up all your accounts. Now you're going to create a domain. If you want to look professional overall, you need a domain. So info@lashesbytati.com. How professional is that? You want to look professional. Get your domain before you open up your Instagram or your TikTok or anything like that. That way you can link everything to your domain. Get your domain through GoDaddy.com. GoDaddy is really cool. I just opened up a new business with GoDaddy and they gave you everything all in one. So I got a two-year domain, I believe, and within that 2 years I got free Microsoft domain account, meaning that I can have a free email account with my domain. So that domain email is free if you open up an account with GoDaddy. This video is not sponsored. These are just tips and websites that have helped me personally in my business ventures. Great, so remember, you open up your virtual address, your LLC, your checking account, your credit card, and you got a domain. With your domain, create a website and link your website to your TikTok, Instagram, Facebook page, everything. Basically, that's gonna set you up for success. That's the basic, most simple model you need to really flourish and look as professional as possible. My toilet spray, that's basically what I did for it, and everywhere I go, people compliment us on how professional we look. People think that I'm a representative and not the owner, like Mary Kay type of vibe, you know what I mean? Because we look just so legit and just everything is so professional, and I'm like, yeah, thank you. I love the professional look, and something I've learned, I don't know where I saw this, but I saw this on the TikTok somewhere. If you want to charge more, all you have to do is look super professional, and girl, it's a game changer. So Make yourself look as professional as possible, and it will give you a reason and an ally as to why you charge more. To book my clients, I would use Square, and Square is amazing because it's super easy to use. It's free and you don't really have to pay for the first user, I believe. And your clients have easy access to your schedule and they don't have to be texting you, contacting you left and right about when can I book with you? Are you available? No, just put your availability up on Square and your clients can see what's available for them versus what's not. And that's how I had my business structured, and it was simple and straight to the point, and I had no issues whatsoever. And that was kind of what worked for me. I hope this helps you. I hope that, you know, you learned something from this video. And thank you so much for watching. Once again, my name is Tatiana. This is NASA. I truly appreciate you taking the time and watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. I would appreciate it. Bye.